Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 52 in season 3 of my Nightmare series. I'm in the Crash Landing mod pack by Iskandar. This pack's available on the Feed the Beast launcher. Be sure to check out Iskandar's website for all things Crash related. Link in the description. So, before I get too far into anything, I wanted to show you the progress of this thing down here. It finally caught up to all of the backlog of ore. The only way I was able to do that is by completely filling this up with pickaxes, because it was just the pickaxe would break when I was offline, and then I'd come online and it'd be even more backed up. So I threw a bunch of pickaxes in there, and it finally did catch up. The great thing about that is I now have several of these drums of liquid experience completely full. If we come up here and look in the system itself, 4 full drums of liquid XP, and the one that's down there is nearly full too. So things that I have changed to the base. Not too much, actually. Not too much. I added some loaders because what was happening is whenever I would go like really far away, because certain parts of the ME system were outside of the chunks that were currently being force loaded, it wouldn't. When I came back, my ME system would be all messed up because parts of it was unloaded while parts of it remained loaded. So. And it does not like that. So, and also down here, I've cleared out a spot for a second turbine. So I'm probably going to end up building a second turbine between now and the next episode. And that's going to be helpful for powering some of the things I'm going to be building in the city. So I'll be able to get all my power here from the base. Now I'll come up and I'll show you where I added those loaders. There's one there. And then there's one out underneath the garden, because what happened is I have a little bit of ME cable that runs over there, and you can see the interface. That's for that potion. The potion crafter over there uses that, and it was not being loaded when I went away from the base. And then I have this interface right here, which was also outside of the loaded chunks. So the loader for this one is right down here. Now these just are set to load one chunk, and that costs 200 RF a tick without putting any kind of fluid or anything into it. That's really not too expensive considering I'm making 24,000 RF a tick and only using 20,000 of it on the laser. So I'm still got like 4,000 RF a tick left over, and I'm not even coming close to using all that. So we need to take a quick look down here. Yeah, 24,071. And that's been running constantly at that level for a while, so it's nice and it's up to speed, and that's the speed it runs at, and the power it always puts out at this point. So yeah, I always got my full energy cells. Why is oh okay, a little glitch there with Wallow wasn't updating as fast as I was looking at different things. So yeah, that's the big thing. Well, the other thing is, since I'm about to be moving into the city and building my shopping center there, little mall with a diner and a butcher shop and a smoothie store. I was gonna do a trade station, but then I realized we don't have those blocks in this mod pack. That's a forestry thing, and we don't have forestry. So I put this ME condenser up here, directly above my. Oh, can I get it? Nope. Well, I can get it, but then I fall in the water. Okay. Woo! That hurt. So I'll put this ME condenser up here, and this is a real cheap recipe. We'll just take a quick look at that. See, it's just glass and flux and iron. The expensive part is you have to put a storage cluster in there, because I am working on making a singularity. Now, if you haven't guessed already, I'm going to be building a quantum bridge so that I'll be able to access my ME system from my city plot. So if we look down here, what I did is I put a full stack of mining upgrades in this. So it's basically pumping a full stack of cobblestone in there pretty much every tick. So and eventually I'll have a whole bunch of singularities, or I'll take that machine down and then be done with it. I did have the whole system here that was compressing cobblestone. You can see that I have a ton of compressed cobblestone, but I learned from Iskandar that apparently in 1.1.3 quadruple octuple compressed cobblestone is going to be a possibility to loot in the cities, kind of as a joke loot. So my whole plan of making a bunch of octuple compressed cobblestone seems kind of mute at this point, since I'll be able to just find them in treasure chests later on. So if we look at the ore production that I have now, it's just ridiculous amounts of ore, and I've added a couple of drives to the system, couple 64K storage drives, and give the system the ability to craft those for me if I need any more. So I will probably eventually have to upgrade some of these lower level or lower tier drives if these ones manage to get filled up. This one's partitioned to pretty much only accept ores and stuff. So I wanted to make sure that all the ores went into one of the big drives. And I upgraded a bunch of these barrels. You can see that the lapis lazuli, I'm pretty sure that's how you say that, the lapis lazuli chest I had to upgrade to obsidian level in order to keep putting stuff in it. So, and I also taught the system how to make all those structure upgrades. You can see all the different structure upgrades that I can craft now, all the way up to the maximum tier, which is the emerald. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. The next thing I need to do is I need to teach the system to make the quantum parts that I'm going to be using to make that quantum bridge. So pretty sure, yeah, those are both there, and those shouldn't be too bad. Now I've noticed that some of the more complex recipes that I sometimes want to do, the more complex recipes, the system, screws up because it'll get ahead of itself or beside itself or try to use the same machine at the same time. So sometimes when I do those big complicated ones and I just tell it, hey, make me a chunk loader, I have to sit here and babysit it a bit because sometimes it'll send the wrong thing at the wrong time to one of these machines, and it'll get clogged up, and I'll have to fix it. But it's still a lot better than doing it all by hand, I think. So, but these should not be too bad. So I'm gonna need let's see, I'm gonna need actually 16 of these because I need 8 for here and 8 for the other end. So let's just go ahead and tell it to craft those up. And yeah, that's going to take some high level circuits. And what's it saying? It needs squid plant seeds. Oh, that's a bummer. So I'm going to have to turn this into doing squid plant seeds real quick. I had it doing lightning seeds last, which is good. So if I just come on down in here and do that, come on down here, put all these extra lightning seeds in there, and grab up a squid seed out of over here. This is my these are my kind of like spares that I don't want to put in the system so that it doesn't accidentally craft the very last one. And put that in there, and then I'm gonna need a whole bunch of bone meal. Bunch of bone meal. Yeah, might as well have it just work on squid seeds for a while, because I'm gonna need a bunch of them going forward. I can never really have too many squid seeds, I think. So for the meantime, do I have any extra ones anywhere? Not really. Do I have any? I think that's what it's just telling me. I need a bunch of squid seeds, right? Yes. I need a whole bunch of squid seeds to start making these. So I'm going to let those craft up. And while it's doing that, there's something else I wanted to make, which was, and it's probably going to need a bunch of squid seeds for this too, but I want to make the jetpack. The better jetpack, the resonant jetpack. So let's teach the system how to make that with the leather strap. And then I know that it doesn't know how to make these things right here. That's going to be expensive. That's going to be real expensive. Okay, I know how it knows how to make all of this stuff. The 500 chip and the resonant energy cells. This might be something that I go ahead and let it craft all these parts up off camera and come back to here shortly. So while the squid seeds are going and I'm crafting up the resonant jetpack, I'm going to cut to off camera and then I'll be back when I have all that stuff ready. Okay, that took a really long time because there's a lot of materials involved in those quantum rings. If we look a little closer at the recipe, you can see that it takes 2 basic processors and advanced processors, and that's just a whole lot of circuit boards, especially the advanced one, which is the PRC300, which takes a bunch of extra printed circuits and stuff. So yeah, it took quite a while for that to craft through, and I had to babysit it and push it along a few times. So, but I got it all done. I also got the jetpack done. The reason I wanted this resonant jetpack is because you can move a lot faster when you use this as a flight mechanic, and you don't sink really and nearly as fast when you're in hover mode. So that's going to be useful for building from time to time. There's a few things that I want to do with that, or I would like to have that available for. So let's get those rings out of here. There's the quantum rings, and I'm also going to need the chambers. Now I'm going to need the thing to put in there, which is going to be the singularity, but I need to actually create them first. So I'm going to need some TNT. I'm going to have a little bit in there. Grab me a button. Just a wooden button will do. I'm going to grab out some cobblestone there, and come up here, and you'll see it took all that crafting took so long. I was actually able to this actually crafted 2 singularities, and it's almost done with a third. So yeah, let's where do I want to do this at? This is probably okay here. Come out here against the wall, maybe. Yeah. Oops. Well, not there. Over 1. Yeah. And I just picked a lemon. 2, 3. There we go. 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So I'm gonna put the TNT. This is basically the same method I use for making the compressed. Oh, you know, I forgot the other ingredient of the singularity. I've got this thing, the actual singularity. I need to make some linked singularities. So for that, I'm gonna need some ender pearl powder. I have enderium blend in there. That's not what I'm looking for. I think I need 2. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I need 2. I can get those from pulverizer or the sag mill. I'm going to put them in the pulverizer just to. It's going to end up over here. Ender pearl powder. It's showing Ender IO, but it's or dictionaried with the applied energistics enderium powder. So hopefully there won't be any conflict there. Get some stairs up onto here. So set my button. Toss in the singularity. Toss in the powder. Push that button and step back. And oh, looks like it worked. There we go. 2 quantumly entangled singularities. Excellent. So now I need to, if I want to make sure that I keep these, if I ever make another set, I should say, we want to rename these ones so that they have the same name. So we'll just call these Landstryder. And if I make another set, then I'll probably name them something else. But that'll just keep them from getting confused. Now, hopefully, when I split these, yeah, they're both still called Landstryder. Good. So I wasn't sure where I wanted to put the ring, but I'm thinking I'm just going to put it right here, and hopefully, being attached to this interface right here will be good enough for the power and everything on this end. This is going to greatly increase the power consumption from the ME system, but I don't think I really have to worry too much about power with my thing down there. Now, is that connected? It may not be connected like that. Doesn't appear. Well, I guess I'd have to actually put the singularity in there. Does not seem to be connected. So I think I have to have an actual power cable to this as well as an ME cable to it, separate from the ME system. So that might not be the best place for it then. So I think it might have to go downstairs here. If I put it right here, this actually would be pretty good because I have a power cable and an ME cable directly above there. So, okay, let's move it down there. Okay, did I get all the pieces? Looks like it. Yeah, I got all the pieces. So, yeah, I don't want to block this off. So and since the power cable itself is right here, I'm actually going to come out one from the wall. I'm going to do this. This does not need to connect. I'll just disable that. Looking good there. Now hopefully it's not showing that it's powered up. It usually lights up when it's powered. So let me jump up here and kind of, I don't know if I can see it from under here even. Might have to move one of these blocks temporarily. Okay, so for one, it's got the energy conduit connected to it there. Doesn't need this connected. ME cable. Okay, no, it's powered up now. There it goes. I see that it's online now. It's lit up. You can see that it's online. The quantum the entangled singularity is in there, and it's ready to go. So now all I need to do is head into town. Oh well, actually, one other thing I need to do is get a tesseract. Should have one ready to go. I do. Good. A tesseract and an ME interface or not an interface, but a terminal. Actually would like, well, go ahead and just tell it to craft one of those up. I actually want the crafting terminal, I think. Should take but a moment for it to craft that stuff. And then I can be off to the city. So I want to let this finish crafting up, and I'm going to head to the city, and I'll be back when I'm at the city. Okay, coming into the city on the subway here. Almost there. And I'm going to head up out of town. Hopefully it's light outside right now. I didn't check. Exit is over there. There we go. On up out of here. Looking good. Actually, yeah, we got plenty of time in the daytime left. Unfortunately, I did forget to bring my chest full of crafting items to build the rest of this building. So hopefully that won't be too big of an issue. So over here in this corner of my little, basically what I'm going to have is a 4x4 chunk, or I mean a 2x2 chunk area. So 4 total chunks. I'll keep everything right within that area. And then I think I'm gonna leave this drone station here. Gotta figure out. Yeah, probably what I'll do is put my Tesseract right here for power receiving. And that's going to be on this channel, and it's going to be set to just receive power. No, just receive. There we go. Just receive power and set it to my channel, my power channel there. And that should keep this full power. And then for the actual quantum chamber thing here, let's get that set up. That's going to be just sitting right here. For now, it's not going to have anything too special about it. Now it just needs power, and then it should connect. So this energy conduit should be more than enough. Actually, what did I just do there? That doesn't seem good. Why did that kick on? It's going over 10. That's not good. What did I just do? Okay, that made me a little nervous. We do that. That should power it up, right? Because you got to connect to one of these center sides for power and for ME systems. The corners, these smaller pieces on the corner, you normally can't connect there for power, I don't think. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's why. Yeah. So we need to remove that connection. I should have put it one out further. That connection. There we go. That's why these kicked on for a second, because I was feeding power into them directly out of the Tesseract. But I can turn that off by just clicking on that a couple times with the Yeta wrench. And I really do not want this to blow up while it's right here beside the quantum fields, because these are expensive and take a long time to build, even using the auto crafting system. So, and then now all I need to do is put this terminal somewhere. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it right here. Actually, I think. Like I said, this is gonna be like the janitor closet type thing. Maintenance closet. I'm gonna close this up. I'll probably have a hole out the roof so that the drones can get in and out. And the sun's going down, so I need to sleep that away before I start getting a whole lot of mobs coming. Looks like there's already a couple headed my direction. Now, one of the things I did, and I'm going to be using it here shortly while I'm building out the rest of this building, is I went and grabbed the. Ooh, yeah, that hurt a little bit. Let me get this other one before he sneaks up on me too. Sorry, yeah, one of the things I did was I went and grabbed the Camera Studio mod. One of my favorite mods for making for time-lapse videos and making nice, smooth shots and things around cities and stuff like that, or builds. Unfortunately, it's not available for 1.7.10 yet, or I would have used that in my other series. But since I can't use it in this series, I'll be using it here shortly when I go to do the rest of this this building here. So I've decided I'm not going to do the trading post one. So all I really need to do is add one more storefront, close this up into like a janitor area closet, and then back here in this corner is going to be the area where I'm actually breeding the animals and growing the plants and everything that's going to be supplying the storefronts with all their materials. And then I'll also have access to the ME system. I'll be using the ME system for all of that and stuff. So yeah, that's going to be about, I think that's going to be the rest of the video here, is the time lapse of this. So So guys, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse and stuff. I wanted to point out one thing real quick with the radar up there. If you install the camera studio mod, in order to get your radar to function more correctly, because it does some funky things to the dynamic lights, what you can do is open your radar menu, your minimap menu, go to where is it at? Details and performance, and turn the dynamic lightings off. So that will pretty much fix it, but you won't be able to see, lights on your radar anymore. Lit area. You won't be able to tell day and night on there anymore. But that does fix it so it looks mostly normal at that point. So if you enjoyed the time lapse, be sure and leave a like, comment, thumbs up if you want to see more of that. For sure, let me know in the comments. If you didn't like the video, be sure to leave me a comment about that too, because I'd like to know how you feel I could do better next time. And I hope you like the new microphone too, by the way, guys. Just recently updated it. You may or may not be able to tell. So till next time, I will catch you later.